Colorado at Alfalfa's Market, which is one of the epicenters of healthy food. Everything in here is organic. We're here with Brigitte Mars, who's an herbalist and a nutritionist, and she used to work here back in the day and was the local herbalist which everyone came to get well when they were sick. So Mom, I'd love for you to give us a tour through the store where we know what to buy when we come into one of these grocery stores.
Well, we were talking about looking for color, and
okay.
Potatoes seem to be a staple for most Americans.
Okay.
And white potatoes and red potatoes, they're in the nightshade family, and for many people with arthritis find those foods to be inflammatory. Whereas sweet potatoes are in the morning glory family, the convolvulaceae family, and they're really high in beta carotene. I always go for the darker color. And more color, more beta carotene.
And so this one's not as good to eat and this one's better to eat.
They'll probably both taste good, but when we're going for phytonutrients, we want every bite we put into our bodies to be something that's health enhancing. Go for color. Eating greens is a discipline, and every day we should do our best to have a salad and a green drink. So when we're buying greens, go for the darkest green. The green tells you that the foods are high in chlorophyll. Chlorophyll helps our bodies better utilize oxygen, promotes wound healing, and helps prevent infection. I love making kale salad, and I also blend it up into my applesauce. Kale is a member of the cruciferous family or Brassicaceae family, and they're known for being difficult to digest. So I would never say just eat a head of kale. What you can do is cook it without heat, and the way I like to do that is to chop it up really fine, add some olive oil, lemon juice, and Celtic salt, and then massage it. And by massaging it, you're breaking down the cell walls. And that actually makes it really digestible. Well, not only does Alfalfa's cater to the gourmet, but also to the health enthusiast and also the ecologist as well. So by offering things in bulk, you can save your containers and bring them in and fill them up again and again.
What are these? So olive oil.
Really quality olive oils, absolutely. Organic white wine vinegar.
How do I know which is better for me here?
Well, again, there's maybe like 50 kinds of rice here, but I like to eat foods that are rich in color, so I tend to buy black rice. If I buy quinoa, which is not a grain, quinoa is technically a seed in the Chenopodiaceae family, so relative to spinach, I'm going to buy either black quinoa or red quinoa.
Okay.
Because you'll get more phytonutrients from the colorful
So
ones.
when I'm looking at things and I see color, I think, okay, I'll do the blue corn instead of the white corn. Is that what you would say?
That's a great idea, and the blue corn is actually closer to the traditional grain, the way that evolved in South America.
Spices. How do I know what spices to buy?
I think that cinnamon is a wonderful spice. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar. It makes things sweeter. A thing that most good chefs know is if you buy your spices more whole, like let's say whole cumin seed, whole coriander seed, whole cardamom, the flavor is going to be so much better than buying them ground, because once you powder them, the essential oils evaporate.
Oh, amazing. This is like, I learned about this area when I was, in my teens, starting to deal with some bladder women problems. Tell me about acidophilus and how I know which to get, or flax oils. What is this?
Well, this is the probiotic section. They're ideally kept refrigerated, and they put friendly bacteria into your whole body. And rather than thinking about, killing candida or getting rid of it, ideally you want to outnumber the bad guys.
But how do I know which one is the best?
Well, sometimes it's good to talk to the person who works at the natural food store and say which is the one that you're hearing good reports from.
Okay, so coffee. There's a big thing about coffee.
Coffee does have some antioxidants in it, and it is an herb. And coffee, everything we buy is an opportunity to vote for the things we believe in. So if you really love coffee, have it once a week rather than every day. Consider making it a ritual, like grinding the beans up fresh.
And
it's
the
also
importance of doing organic too.
Well, there are a lot of chemicals that are banned in the United States get shipped to developing nations. So if you want to avoid DDT residues, do buy organic, and also fair trade.
Fish oil, omega swirl. These are all these omegas. Am I supposed to be eating these?
My preference personally is to eat flax seeds rather than using the oil. The oil goes rancid really quickly.
Okay, so here we have the raw section, which is amazing, and not everyone has a raw section yet, but it is a growing thing. And what I love is I can eat things like onion rings, like crispy onion rings, and yes, it costs a little bit more, but I don't break out with acne or have to get sick afterwards. So tell me, is there any way to find what here is good in the live food section?
I think sometimes you just try different things and see what you like, or ask the person who works in the store for recommendations.
Brazil nut honey butter.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
So
that's the kind of thing I would be attracted to.
Okay, well, we're about out of time, but it was really fun to do our first little tour with you in Boulder, Colorado, in Alfalfa's Market. Thank you so much for showing us around.
And check out the local natural food store in your area and support the good guys. Support the people that are doing something good for the planet, good for the people, supporting organic, because it's the future.
You vote with your dollar and you create your own reality. I love the tea that helped me digest all that we are simulated. And we'll see you later.